right. Hey. Welcome to the SwineTime podcast. We are on day 11 of January 20th. We are on day 11 of January 20th. And I'm here at my friend Chad O's studio.
Toking Today Studios?
Yes, and we are doing a podcast live right now from Phoenix, Arizona. Been here 10 days doing shows, and I've always loved Phoenix. I've known Chad O for a while, and he's always come to the shows and been supportive, and we've done a lot of projects together in the past. And he said, man, come up. He called me on Wednesday to come up and do his podcast. And
it took you 2 days to get here, but
it took me 2 days to get here because I was operating on SwineTime, but my own schedule. But got here, and I came upstairs, and I seen this what he's done here, and I'm like, man, I love it. And so these are beautiful new podcast studio.
Man, I appreciate it. That's Toking Today Studios here in Mesa, Arizona, in the middle of the desert almost. I'm not really Mesa; it's like the far east of Phoenix, Mesa area. But yeah, we're way the fuck out here.
Yeah, you're definitely way out there, because every time I'm in the city doing shows and I'm telling people I'm going to Mesa, they're acting like that's a real far destination.
And then we're farther than that. It seems like we're at the edge of Mesa too. So I appreciate you coming out here and spending some time with us, man. That was cool.
Yeah, no, it's fun, man. I've had a great time, and I'm like really stoked for you with getting this all together, man. And so and you were out in Hollywood for a while working on some scripts and stuff. And
I was, you know how it is. You have the ideas, but you don't have the connections. And that's really where working in Hollywood comes to, is trying to find those connections. And when I met you, you told me you're a big producer. You're making this.
Well, I didn't tell you I was a big producer. If I did, I was lying.
Potheads of North Hollywood. You had some scripts happening. You were doing the Lenny Bruce scripts. I was like, man, this guy has it all together. I got to get with this guy. And now here we are 10 years later, and you're in my house.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, brother.
That's the world, man. Yeah. Hilarious. So, yeah, and for the listeners today, so I haven't eaten in 10 days. It's been 10 days.
10 days. I've tried to get him to do it, too.
Yeah, he's putting good food in front of me and everything, but I've been staying solid. I got my, here's what I've been drinking: maple syrup, lemonade, water, and I've just been drinking this for 10 days.
So maple syrup, not lemonade, but actual lemon.
Actual lemons.
And maple syrup.
And cayenne pepper. Yeah.
And cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
And that's keeping your appetite down, or?
Yeah, I'm still hungry.
Is your stomach eating itself? I mean, what's
I don't
happening?
know, dude. I just wanted to see.
If I don't eat for like 6 hours, I start feeling like that acid, start feeling nauseous. I mean, was there a point that you felt that, or do you never feel that?
I felt that.
So do you just push through that? And
I just keep going.
So that's hungry. It's not starving.
Yeah, dude. Most of the time we're always just hungry, but we're so used to getting what we want when we want that we think it's starving.
So how do you push past that, man? What was the mental game for that?
You know what? I'm going to do it, man. I just wanted to do it. I said I was going to do it. And
so you trying to get on Joe Rogan? Or
that would be awesome.
You trying to do the Sober October?
I don't know. Whatever it takes. Hey, I need followers. I ain't gonna lie.
Once again, that's Brian Swineheart at Instagram at Brian Swineheart. But also, Brian just got a new website, so he's actually stepping into the 2020s here with a new website. So we're developing that. I don't know if you want to announce that just yet, but we'll keep it on the DL. But we're actually helping him get into the new era of getting his shirts out there.
Yeah.
He got the SwineTime shirt on today. He's also got a couple other shirts that he's going to be putting on there. And, of course, you'll be able to find his shows, his tickets. You don't have to call him up, text him no more. It's going to be right there online.
Yeah.
So it's going to be sick, man. So I'm excited for that for you.
Yeah, that's going to be cool, man. That is cool.
Yeah, brother.
So about that, and just, finish these shows in Phoenix, which I always have a good time in Phoenix, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Phoenix, but it's like
the
weather right now. Well, in the summer, it's just so bad. But
yeah, it's terrible.
Man. But right now, this time of year is great. So,
well, I appreciate you coming out and spending the time in Phoenix, man. You always bring a lot of laughs to Arizona, dude. And the great thing about your show is it's always fresh. And it was kind of cool seeing you work on your material yesterday and seeing you make it fresh and do it, getting that writing process from you. It was kind of a neat insight seeing you make that happen. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's that's something that I try to do every day, man.
Yeah.
It's just sit down there for a little while at least. And
as a writer, as call myself a writer, you have to have that discipline and doing it. And that's one thing I lack is that discipline, obviously while you were waiting to go on this podcast, I'm like, yo, bro, I gotta go to Chili's real quick. I haven't had lunch today. So I went and had lunch while you were getting ready for this podcast, and this motherfucker's been not eating for 10 days. I'm like, I can't do it, man. I don't know if I can do it I can't wait till after.
You have to eat before the podcast.
Yeah,
Forget him. He's already went
I'm already
10 days.
hungry, yeah.
He can go another couple hours.
That's what I figured, dude. You know what it feels like. I don't know. I want to find out. So that's on you. But I appreciate you showing me the way.
Yeah, man. It's nothing, man.
So for your listeners out there that want, is this for like a health cleanse? Are you trying to get right with God? What are you trying to do inside right now?
I'm the next Gandhi, didn't you know? I just wanted to. I mean, honestly, I just wanted to do it. I was like, the year last year ended. I had a good time at the end of the year. I was like, dude, I'm gonna take the first 10 days. Do that cleanse. I knew I was coming to Phoenix where I'd be spending money on food anyways and stuff. You know what I mean? I put that into consideration, right? Because I'd be eating out most of my meals.
It's really just a budget thing.
Yeah, I was trying to say, I'm a cheap bastard.
So at the end of the 10 days, you can afford a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
You can get the bag of chips. Don't have to eat the maple syrup and the cayenne pepper anymore.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, I still might because...
So it's a comic hack. It's a life hack for comics.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Exactly. It's a life hack for comics.
I gotcha.
The Master Cleanse once a year. Now, I'll tell you honestly, the first time I did it was with Ramsey.
Uh-huh.
So I did the Master Cleanse way back when with Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey Moore. Now,
Ramsey Moore, R.I.P.
Is that So is that who you want to be the representative for your Master Cleanse?
No, he's not really the representative of it.
Because the last person you did this with is not with us anymore.
I know, dude. That's
so I just want to make sure we're all on the same page with this.
Yes, Ramsey was our friend. He weighed 500 pounds and he died. But one time everybody's trying.
Is it because you made him stop eating for 10 days? I mean, that's a shock, brother. We might need to look into this. Brian Swineheart might have something to do with Ramsey's.
I have nothing to do with it. It happened way after. No, but I don't think Ramsey stuck to the 10 days. You know why? Don't think so. Because one day we were driving and he was like, he said, come on, Swine. Let's stop and get pastrami.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody will know. No one will know. I'm like, Ramsey, we're doing this.
Pastrami is not a cheat.
Yeah, pastrami is not a cheat.
A banana might be a cheat.
Yeah.
But pastrami is, you just eat love. Yeah. But that's the kind of guy, man. He was a cool guy.
Yeah. So that's the first time. And now this year I was just like, man, I want to do it again. And I'm gonna keep doing, but I'm just gonna keep giving my self challenges all.
So you gonna do
year.
12 days next year?
No, 10 days, still good.
Now you work your way up to 30?
No.
Yeah.
No, this is good.
Yeah.
This was fine.
Mean, you started out at what, 180?
Yeah, 182.
182. So
yeah.
That's a pretty healthy weight to begin with.
Yeah, that's good. I like that weight.
Yeah,
I like that weight.
You're starving yourself for 10 days now. I mean, are you curious to see what you're going to be at the end of the day? Have you been weighing yourself every day or?
No, I haven't been weighing myself. I started on the first day I weighed and I haven't weighed since. And but now I'm 182 when I started, but when I wrestled that tournament last year, I was 165.
Okay. So you've done this, you got down.
Yeah. And this is just without working out. So the last 10 days I still feel great in my shows, all that, but I haven't been going to the gym or anything because
I gotcha.
It's tired.
I mean,
that's enough on you.
Who has the energy for that to begin with, and then you haven't ate for 10 days?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So you're not bench pressing 200 pounds and fasting at the same time.
It ain't good.
This is just to tone. This is
for my mind too, dude.
Yeah, to replenish it of all nutrients and make sure that you're
that there's nothing left to empty it out.
It's eating itself.
Yeah,
to survive. Yeah. No, man. I mean, you were pretty sharp. We're working on the, watching you write your stuff yesterday. I mean, have you felt that you space out here and there from not eating?
Well, maybe briefly, but not more than usual. It's hard to say with me because I could space out anyways at any time. But, I kind of feel like I feel kind of sharp, actually.
You feel more focused?
Yeah, I feel kind of like sharp. I mean, a little tired, though. I mean, I would say that I kind of need like a little extra sleep.
Yeah.
On this probably, but.
Do you think it might be because you're also touring during this time?
Yeah, because my schedule's hard.
Yeah.
And the nights and then, and getting everything done.
Were you touring last time?
When I did this, no, I think I was in LA.
So you have more relaxation time.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
time you push a little bit harder, you think? Probably.
Yeah. But I feel, I mean, like some of the days I was not even drinking that much of this drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like on the go and busy and not thinking about it.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So just fucking pushing through it, making it happen.
Pushing through it.
Not starving, huh?
Yeah.
Driving by all those Taco Bells and
That's
everything.
hard, man. McDonald's in the morning, driving past that.
Yeah.
Dude, when you're hungry, all like that. And
No coffee, nothing?
No
No?
coffee, nothing, man.
So what have you been drinking? I mean, you just
just
this?
that and water. And regular water.
I see you got some pomegranate juice here. Is that going to be your first?
That's going to be my first drink when I come back.
Yeah, which is here soon, right?
Within this episode, yeah.
All right.
And so,
I noticed we do have a scale set
Yeah,
here
we got
over
a
on
scale
camera
ready.
3 here.
so let's we're gonna do a weigh-in.
You're going to do a weigh-in?
Just like the UFC fighters.
So we're
gonna
going to do it now?
yeah, we're gonna do it now live on whatever we're live on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Brian Swineheart's going to show us what he weighs live on the air.
Oh man.
So let's see.
All right, get ready for
let's
this.
see what
You
comes up.
better hide the cameras. I mean,
What?
this is gonna block it. No.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
So he's
I'm gonna weigh in.
he's gonna weigh in. He's
Oh,
going.
that's it.
April, grab that towel over there. I don't know if we've been going.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So we're gonna go full UFC here. All right. So Brian is undressing now behind
Okay.
the curtain here.
Yeah.
So pay no attention to the little man behind the curtain. Let's go ahead and cut to camera 3 here and see what
We ready?
see what you got. Yeah. So I'm staring at Brian's ass now from my view. April's got the front half, so I guess you might have to better. 166.4. Is that what we were hoping for?
That's pretty good. That's pretty much perfect because now when I hit the tournament, I was 165.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So
Yeah. So you got me covered. Okay, we don't want this.
so you're at 1 pound over where you were last tournament. Is it?
Yeah.
And what
But
did?
this is early, so I'm in a good spot. I mean, this is just to get myself
But that was 10 days of fasting, no running, no exercise,
working out.
just not eating. There we are. Brian's got pants on again.
There.
All right, so now don't have to scare the children at home
Okay.
or lose our broadcast airwaves
So
here.
166. So now I get stronger. So now at 166, I get stronger. Eat again.
So you can start working out now.
Yeah.
So are you gonna put bulk on?
Yeah, I'm gonna get muscle now. Somehow at 40, I don't know, but
Are you looking at any of the HGH supplements? I saw there was like a one that starts with S that's kind of like over the counter. That's
steroids.
no.
Oh, okay.
That's under the counter, I believe, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move that wood too, April. Can we get that out of the way? The wooden plank. Sorry, we're setting up. Brian has a shot list now. I guess we're going to be doing some push-ups here shortly because
Yeah. I want to
he's
show
going
you
to show you.
how strong I am even after.
That's where we're just going.
I'm so humble. How strong?
So that's what
They
we're
saw the
talking
picture
about.
of me. There's no reason to say that.
He hasn't been working out, but he's going to show us that he could if he wanted to.
Still do push-ups at the end of not eating for 10 days.
All right. Well, let's. I think.
Oh, is that ready?
I guess you can do it now.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, we're just going right for it. All right. April's
If
gonna.
it's ready.
It looks like it might be ready. So
Okay, how many you want me to do?
let's see if you can line up there. How many can you do, Mr. Swine?
At least I should at least still be able to do 50.
50 push-ups right now.
50 normal is my usual.
Let's see what we can do. Let me see if I can adjust my camera here too. That's how we're starting this.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Got that? I don't want to hit that camera on the side. Okay, here we go.
All right. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 push-ups. We're at 40. Got 10 more. 1, 42, 43. Come on. 44. Almost there. 45. Halfway. 46, 47, 48. Look at him. That's a girl push-up. 49. No, lift your butt. Put your butt down. Come on. Get form on the 50. Come on. 50. Come on. There it is. We got 50 with a little weak form on the end there, but we got 50.
Yeah, the form dropped a lot on that. Oh man, but
there's no red lighting in this room. That is actual Brian's face color. He is actually that shade of red. No, we have some red lights in the studio today. He's breathing fine. He's got 50 in him. I could probably do 25 myself, but I don't want to sit here and do it on camera and challenge it. I don't think that's a. We're not gonna have a push-up contest here, but especially after your 10 days, I definitely don't want to look like a fucking pussy on fucking.
Man, well, that gets me out of breath more than normal.
Well, come on, man. You've been walking up the stairs. You've been doing stuff all day long. On top of that, we just didn't do this first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you're right.
You've been having a full day too. It's what time is it now?
It's 3:12.
Yeah. So we're almost in the evening here on almost day 11 of your fast. So
yeah,
let's get you set back up here. We can hear yourself breathing into the mic, so you can. Yeah.
Sorry.
So you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother.
Okay, now we're back.
Brian is back in studio.
This is a
us.
chaotic podcast, huh?
It's a fun podcast, right?
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Let me readjust your camera while you catch your breath. Can you tell us a little bit about how that workout felt now after not eating for 10 days? What it felt like to actually physically exert yourself on the floor here in this podcast studio?
Well, first off, I wanted to make sure that I did all 50 push-ups since I just said I could, but no, it felt.
I think it was like 47 and like 3/8.
Okay, well, I'm counting it.
And I might have counted wrong.
I don't think you did. No way.
you were like, God damn it. Well, that's cool, brother. I think you did pretty good, man. Like I said, the last couple, your butt came a little high.
My butt was up,
but the form for the first 48 were pretty good, man.
Yeah, I got a little weak at the end, but that's okay. Yeah, man, I feel. Dude, I'm out of breath from that, man. That really
Well, you were doing push-ups all night too.
Oh yeah, I guess I was. Yeah, so.
Swine time.
Yeah.
Which is why we're starting at 3 o'clock, so it's his fault, anyways.
Yeah, I should have been here earlier.
Now, now you fasted with no food for 10 days. Could you go without women for 10 days?
Yeah, but not by choice.
No,
It's just they shut me down.
Oh, that's just being married, dude. That's why we. That's like. So that's cool, man. So you feeling good now?
I feel good.
You got a little pump, a little swell on now?
Yeah, I got a swell on. Man.
And that's no HGH. There's no steroids. There's no.
No.
That's just SwineTime.
Just regular SwineTime, man.
No Joe Rogan pills there. Nothing like that, huh?
I mean, if I could afford them, I guess.
We got. I remember he said something. I don't remember what it was. Start with an S. I saw it advertised on TV too. But you ready for that garlic now, huh? So Brian's first food out of a 10-day fast is going to be a clove of garlic he found in our cabinet. I don't know how old it is, but it has started to grow extra garlic on it. It is not as we bought it. It has an extra little green leaf coming out of it there. So I don't know. Maybe the green leaf is good for you. Let me see that real quick before we get this shell off. So to the viewers at home, this is Brian's first meal back, but I'm holding it by the growth that has come out of this since I bought this, or came out of it, not come out of it. That's coming out of it.
Yeah.
That's came out of it. So here you go, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good luck with that clove. Yeah, that we did not wash. We just found downstairs. But he's so fucking hungry, it doesn't matter. He's just got to get
Here
to
we
it.
go.
Survivor Man style. All right. So,
have
to all the ladies, this is his first meal.
Yeah, get ready.
All the vampires, stay back.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Because Brian's going to eat this clove. Green and all. Didn't even bite the green off. Ate the tail, the head, and the whole thing.
Oh, damn. It was so spicy. Or something.
Or something.
Oh.
That might be the floor.
Yeah. I need my...
Who the fuck eats a clove of garlic? Get that cayenne pepper wash. Yeah.
But then fucking apple.
So now you can do another 50 after you do this. Now you're going to be powered back up, right?
Yeah.
So you can do another. Yeah. All right. So Brian has accepted the challenge of doing another 50 push-ups after he eats this apple. Because now after 10 days, he's going to be fully re-energized with a clove of garlic and an apple. He might pass out. We might have to call 911. His body might go into shock here. I have not scientifically seen this happen. So I can see that there's reactions happening to Brian as we speak. He has not tasted anything like this.
Dude, this is almost like the time I did acid.
What would it? So eat the garlic first was definitely a wise choice. Apple 2nd. Yeah. So, the apple, you got a Granny Smith there. What do you got?
I got an apple that they were giving away at Walmart.
They just giving it away.
They had a whole stack of stuff they were giving away at Walmart.
I think those are for purchase at the produce section. They're stacked up, yes, but they're not for free, man.
No, actually.
You're not supposed to walk out with them.
Oh, okay. Oops. No, they had a little table of stuff they were giving them people today at Walmart.
So,
I'm not lying.
So you ate old garlic and old apple. What else did you get for free today off the floor at Walmart?
I got 2 other things for free at Walmart.
They just thought you were hungry. They're like, bro, just take it. You don't look like you've ate for 10 days. Here's some free food. Go. We don't have any money. Here's some food.
I'll take it.
So you got.
I get this. It's a honey stinger. I don't know what it was.
It's a waffle. Is that like
it looks like a stroop waffle. Now, stroop waffles from Netherlands are my favorite thing. Okay, and then they were giving away an Atkins lemon bar.
So they knew what you were under diet at least.
Yeah.
That's like all the shit people don't buy around here.
Yeah, all right.
But in LA, if you go there, they're giving away the Snickers.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
They giving it all away. Yep. So
I smell garlic really heavy over here, man.
it's nasty. I can taste it, man.
I can
Your mic's like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to change that fucking foam after this one.
that was crazy,
I can't believe you did that. Have you done that before? Eating a whole clove like that?
but not that big.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
I usually, dice those up or
Yeah.
cook them, melt them down. That was a fucking raw piece of garlic.
Yeah. Oh damn! I tasted it so much.
I can smell it so much over here.
Damn.
You're gonna be driving home just smell like garlic. Like you know how like your hands like when you cook something like with onion, it's gonna be coming out of your pores for days, dude. You're gonna smell like garlic.
You gotta work out.
The sex tip, eat pineapple, make your stuff taste better.
Mm.
You're gonna piss some chicks off.
Oh well.
Like what the fuck is that?
Swine time.
It's Bernie. That's funny.
Yeah, man.
I forgot this is your channel. Actually,
No, keep going. I'm feeling good. All I want to do is eat my apple and be happy, man.
You're looking pretty happy now that you're eating, man. So you were at Stand Up Live. I have my free drink. So this is why I put it in my Stand Up Live. I don't get the margaritas and all that shit. I bottomless iced tea, $16.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they count as a 2-drink minimum. So that's a pretty good deal.
You gonna keep the glass?
Dude, I have a cabinet full of these fucking glasses.
Oh, awesome.
So April and I both get the bottomless iced teas, and then Haley, when she turned 18, she started coming to some of the shows with us. She's seen your show before.
Yeah, I remember.
So she's not old enough to drink, so we get bottomless iced teas for her too. So we end up with 3 of these glasses at the end of the night, and then sometimes they'll end up bringing like 2 more or whatever with like the tickets in there. So dude, all of our glassware is Stand Up Live, Tempe Improv. It's all these fucking
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's just So when we start our own club, we'll just we'll put our own stickers over it.
Bam.
Give them back out. Just kidding. But no, they're good. They're good little glasses. They work. Good little glassware. Hey, what else are we gonna fucking do with them? Put flowers in them. Put them around the house. What do people do with those? Have you been anywhere? You go to other fans' houses and see these?
I guess
Is this the first stalker you've been to?
Yeah, I think so. That's why you set up the whole podcast thing here.
This is not real, bro. We're not talking to anybody. This is just to get you in my house. Get your clothes off.
It succeeded.
Worked. It has happened. So now I got to figure out the next thing.
So awesome, man. Well, let's see. Did we cover everything today?
Is that's your whole podcast? That's what you're gonna do?
No. What time are we at?
We're at 24 minutes into this thing.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time.
This is yeah. Let's talk about stand up live? What kind of crowds you seen over there? How was that show?
Man, so dude, I love stand up live, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. And it was packed all weekend long. I mean, all week, I guess.
Yeah. You were there since Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So
since
you
Tuesday.
headlined on Tuesday.
I headlined on Tuesday. I think I did like around 45 minutes show set,
Right.
and then after that, I featured the rest of the week, and that was just great, man.
So you headlined for 45 minutes. How long is a feature set?
A feature is 25.
Okay. So do you do the 45 in a tighter set, or do you have a different group of jokes, or what do you do?
For the 25?
Yeah.
So for the 25, it's kind of tough because I want to get some of the other stuff in, but I feel like I mainly just do the hard hitters.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the guaranteed
Like just I don't
crowd pleasers.
or because you got just less time.
Yeah.
The 45, you have more time to work out the other stuff,
Right.
you know? So, but I'm trying to work in some of the newer stuff with the jokes we were working on yesterday. I'm trying to slowly get those in
Right on.
to the 25 that's going on now.
So you're putting the new stuff into the 25. Are you taking out old stuff from that, or the stuff that
yeah,
doesn't
you'll
really-
have to kind of have to rotate them or change them.
Is there something you don't want to lose out of that set, or is it all pretty interchangeable?
Well, the only thing with my set right now is because I'm still building up who I am, Brian Swineheart, B Swine, this
Yeah.
and that guy. So I usually do that joke at the beginning, right?
Uh-huh.
I always keep that one in. The one about my fingers I keep in.
Well, that just recently happened. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's the new
Yeah.
topic, actually. The McConaughey approach on a set like that, I keep in because all of these jokes have callbacks.
Yeah.
And they set up who I am as a person.
I got you. So that's your core.
Yeah, so I need those in there just so that people who've never seen me before
Right.
know what the show's about.
But the people who have seen you before, you have new stuff
Yeah,
in there too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's not going to be the same 25 that they saw last time.
right, exactly. It's different. I mean, some of the jokes are because
Which we just talked
yeah.
about because they're core.
because they're
Yeah,
core,
yeah.
but then the rest is stuff I'm working on. The new bits I got coming and everything like that.
So do you feel like as a comic you should always be working on new bits, on new material?
Yeah, but sometimes you got to stop and as they say, sharpen the sword.
Appreciate the classic. What's
Go-
working for you?
Yeah, go back and work on those and get that better. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of a little of everything.
I got you.
You know.
So when you're sharpening the sword, are you are you telling it different ways? Are you adding more to it? Are you taking some out?
Yeah.
A little bit of all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be saying, okay, well, let's see if I delivered it this way, if I say it, maybe if this person said it to me instead of, I say it to them,
Yeah.
different ways of looking at the joke or how the crowd might see it and how to, get, register it to them the best. And then you could edit jokes out like, oh man, I really like this one joke, but you know what? It's actually slowing my set down. It's not really getting a
gotcha.
good joke. Let's cut that out. Then you got others where, oh man, I just thought of a tagline for this joke. And that happens sometimes, man. You be doing jokes forever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, you have another tagline,
Oh,
another
so
line on top
now
of
it
that.
evolves a little bit.
It evolves because it's
Yeah.
constantly in your mind, right? You're always thinking about it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're doing it every night, do it every day. It's like, so naturally, eventually, the subconscious will put a winner back in.
I gotcha. Do you find that different crowds have a different, like say the same joke works differently for a different crowd? Do you try the same? Do you try it the same way in multiple crowds, or do you switch it? I mean,
So,
what I'm trying to say is, do different crowds react differently? Like, does a 7 p.m. crowd work the same as a 10 p.m. crowd? Does a Kansas City crowd work the same
Yeah.
as a Utah crowd?
well, generally speaking, with the time frames of shows, generally speaking, I always assume that or figure most of the time, the 10 o'clock shows are a little more of a dirty crowd.
Okay.
Because usually they're out later. I just feel like that. I always feel like the earlier crowds are a little more clean, probably got off of work.
And that goes back to even Vegas entertainment. I mean, I remember like the topless shows didn't happen till the second show. Like the first show was like the under 18, and then like they would like even like the magic shows would be over 18 in the evenings. So it's a different crowd you're trying to attract.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a different set for those two shows?
Yeah, and I might. So I have a couple like jokes I like to say, kind of for me that are dirtier, right?
Uh-huh.
And I will feel out the crowd. I won't say that on a crowd where I think that it might lose some of them,
I got you.
but I will say it in a crowd that I know will get them riled up.
So do you have a
Like,
couple feeler jokes to build up to it? Is that what you're
yeah,
doing?
and I can just kind of feel it.
Yeah, how
I
they
can
react to
I
it.
can feel it with a couple jokes before. I'm deciding. Okay,
Yeah.
they're really into this. Okay, I still got them. Even if I say this, I'll, you know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you got to edit yourself up there. If a bit's not working, you got to trim it real quick while you're kind of on stage thinking how to
Okay.
get to it sooner so you can get on to the next one. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes crowds generally react together, right? So sometimes there'll be a crowd that just kind of wants one-liners more or something, or
Yeah,
another
okay.
crowd that wants stories, or just
Do you find it's who they're here to see that night sometimes?
that has a lot to affect.
Yeah.
That has a lot to affect. So when you're working with other comics, you got to kind of know like what their style is, because their crowd is kind of like that,
Right.
you know. And you don't have to change yourself to it, but there are kind of ways that you can. Some crowds might be more into act outs and physical.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go, okay, well, I don't have to change my whole set, but I will give them a little more energy
I got
or
you.
more this or that. Where you go to another room, like a lot of alternative rooms or something, right? If you go to one of those, then they're more kind of like they don't give a fuck about being there. Oh, we're too cool for this.
So,
then
explain the alternative scene compared to like going to the Laugh Factory. So the Laugh Factory, you fall down on stage, they're gonna laugh, they're gonna expect some of that more physical comedy from that kind of stage,
Mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say an alternative comedy show, you're at a laundromat now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a crowd full of people that don't want to be there, but they all came because their friend asked them to come or whatever. You're doing the same jokes, but are you doing them more straight? Are you doing them more deadpan? What's an alternative crowd to you?
Well, it's just like it's kind of like, well, I mean, I guess it was a hipsters or whatever, but like that. It just kind of like, I really want to judge. Okay, it's like the UCB. I mean, it's like the good, like but comedy kind of like they. I don't know how to explain. I want to like
They're
not
listening.
be. I don't want to be a dick,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not being a dick because I like doing the shows.
Yeah, but it's a different crowd.
It's a different crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you think, but it's almost like so highbrow, or like you're not like they think, like, you know.
The physical comedy's not going to go there.
Not really.
Yeah. So, but now you do the highbrow jokes, and you go to like the Laugh Factory or Three Clubs, and you start trying to do those highbrow jokes. They're not going to land there, right? I mean,
right.
They're looking for more of a set up and punch.
Yeah. So exactly. So it's just different, and you know, it's interesting to see that now as far as cities and town goes. Yeah, dude, there's differences.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the joke, you know, I'll go to these mics in LA or something and watch some of the comics, and some of the stuff they're talking about is not gonna fly out here, dude.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, think that out here there's even better chances to get stage time.
Well, you know those LA comics that have like the jokes about the like the working out and the dating apps, like we talked last time.
Yeah, I got some of that, but yeah.
They come out here and their Phoenix jokes are, it's hot. You know, I didn't know it was gonna be this hot. You know, those type of, you know, general the weather stuff, you know, which is whatever city you're in, talk about the weather. In Chicago, you're windy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's where they start falling off and start losing the crowd. But if you start talking about, you know, just what's some of the observations you see here in Arizona that you would be specific more?
Well, man,
It's hot.
It's
fucking hot.
I like, you know, I like the girls out here. Dude.
Yeah.
So I start my show off by saying that too, but I also say that about every town. But
yeah.
but I'm being honest.
Yeah. Every town's got good girls.
But Phoenix might have the best.
Phoenix might have the best. That's when you're in town now. But no, there's a, like, if you like Park City, Utah, or something like that. Are you seeing like a different? It's like more of a Snow Bunny type, right? There, or
I've only been there a couple of times, man. I don't know if I've ever played there. I've played in the other part of Utah though.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Loved it, dude.
Really?
Loved it.
See, that's very Mormon. Oh, so is Mesa though.
But the crowds were great,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
You could say whatever you wanted.
So the people that are there are free to be there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It's a
I would love to go back there sometime.
huh. What clubs are out there?
It's called Wise Guys.
Wise Guys, huh?
Yeah. Great.
Big stage or
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they have like 3 of them out there.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
Cool.
it's pretty cool.
So Wise Guys books Brian Swineheart. He's looking for work up in Utah. He likes the snow. It's a good time to get him out there.
Yeah, but I got lucky right now because
Actually, you going south, huh?
yeah, going to Florida and then going to back to LA. So I'm staying in all the
Tropical weather.
yeah.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Book the southern tour during the winter.
Yeah, right.
Go to Canada this summer, like everybody else who comes to Arizona right now. But
That's what they do. They go to Canada in the
we're
summer.
full of Canadians right now. Have you noticed a lot of your crowd's Canadian?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. There's everybody from Canada starts coming down because it's 30 below right there
Yeah.
now. So they all get like a trailer here or whatever, like a small cheap rent for like $400 or $500 a month and stay down here. But they're good for our CBD dispensaries. They come in,
They buy your product.
Yeah. So we get.
You should give your CBD dispensary a shout out right now.
I just did.
Oh, I don't even know what it's called.
Herbal Rising CBD dispensaries. But the older people, they come down from the weather. They're hurting, so they come in looking for their cannabis because it's legal in Canada. When they can't, here it's not, so they can't smoke weed. So they look for our CBD, and it helps. It helps them get by. But as soon as we go legal, I'm sure I'll lose all that business because they're looking for weed anyways. But no, a lot of them are looking for relief in CBD. But we do get a lot of Canadians this time of year. So it's kind of deceptive. You don't really think of Arizona as a tourist town, but it really is. During the wintertime, my business goes way up, and it crashes in the summertime. And plus, like my electricity bill just at the house, it goes like $600, $700, even $800 a month for like August and September. Like it gets really high up there. So yeah, it gets crazy. But right now, it's like $80. So it kind of balances out.
Man, and I'll tell you, man, that sun in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's long. It's there the whole fucking day.
Yeah, that'd be tough, man. I'm all about Phoenix until that part, except for that part.
Then that's when you go to Canada, like the rest of them.
Yeah,
leave my business. That's
I ain't going to Canada. I'm American. I pee red, white, and blue.
go to what's Vancouver, Washington, right there on the edge. Is that
BC? Something?
or Washington? Yeah, Vancouver, Washington. It's on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll stay in California.
Yeah. How is the terrain in California? Is the economy turning around? Are you starting to see less?
No, more homeless than
more
when you were there. More homeless.
And California's the place to be, so they're all there.
Yeah,
but it seems like the homeless that when I was there were cool because they were like, "Yo, I need weed. Can you give me some weed?" Now they're like, "Yo, bro, I'm shooting up. Get the fuck away." It's a little bit more
they're like, man, I don't know. The homeless are always crazy. Where I live, okay, I used to run down Gower Street, right? I used to jog down Gower Street, and
now you run.
Now I run. Now I sprint. Now I sprint. No, actually, I don't even take that route hardly anymore, right? But one time I was walking up Gower Street, and towards my place, and a guy, a homeless dude, comes up to me and said, "Hey, man, can I dry my hands on your shirt?" Like, how dirty are my hands?
How dirty
my
your
shirt? And how dirty are your how dirty is my shirt that you think your dirty hands? I'm gonna let you. And then the last time I was.
That's a crazy fucking request, though.
Is it nuts?
I mean, I get crazy requests walking through the parking lot. So does April at our stores and stuff sometimes. But
yeah,
can I dry my hands on your shirt? Is probably a winner right now.
That's I've never heard that one. It's like,
why were his hands wet?
I don't know. And he had a shirt. It's not like he didn't have a shirt. Like, he had his own shirt.
That was my next question. So he was fully dressed.
Fully dressed. Had his own shirt.
Just want to see the kindness.
Just the kindness of strangers. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck his plan was.
Yeah, but dude, you go home and you wash that shirt. He doesn't get to go home and wash that shirt.
That's true.
So he's gonna make it last.
That's true.
So yeah, he can't be wiping his hands off on his own fucking shirt.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah, it's gonna last.
Yeah, man. So and then another one I had. I was walking on New Year's and I was in my suit. A homeless lady come up, same street.
Coward.
Yeah,
eating raspberries right now.
Eating raspberries. I'm eating raspberries. Yeah. Comes up to me. Comes up and says, that's a cheap suit. That's a cheap suit.
A homeless lady?
Yeah, a homeless lady said to me, "That's a cheap suit."
So you're wearing a suit walking down the street.
I mean, she tells me it's a cheap suit.
What was it?
Well, of course.
Come
dude.
on.
I mean, I got $100. You know, I gotta,
It's a modest suit.
but hey, it's a good suit. Hey, it's
a
still a
modest
suit.
suit.
What the fuck? I mean, how is she sitting there?
Judging by the amount of bird shit on your
Yeah,
shirt.
exactly. You're telling me, look about, you're wearing a paper bag.
Yeah. That's funny, man. So so you got a cheap suit. Can I dry my hands off on it? So now you don't take Gower anymore, huh?
No.
So what is the new jogging route? Where do you, so you're down there off of La Brea.
No, I'm up on Beechwood and Franklin.
Okay, so more Franklin area.
Yeah, Franklin.
What's the quickest way to get to Hollywood?
Quickest way to get to Hollywood?
Take Franklin.
Yeah.
That's
Fountain and Franklin. Yeah, Fountain.
Fountain is what it was. It's a Danny DeVito quote I was trying to fuck up. But yeah, my buddy Val told me that when I was doing Bringing Home Hollywood, and I just killed it. So
No, you didn't kill it. It's good. Fountain, Franklin sound the same.
they sound the same, but Fountain is actually the quickest way to get to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's behind the road. Actually, so when I go to LA, and I when I was down in the on my cell phone riding and doing that bullshit, trying to make it as a writer director like we talked about, I would go down Franklin and go up Outpost, and I would go by Kevin Smith's house, and then I would drive up by Quentin Tarantino's house. And I would just try to imagine myself trying to make it in these hills and try to see these directors who made it on their own and just try to take their route that they would take every day to go home. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of stalkerish too.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's a vision.
But I tried doing that, and when I was. When you're writing and you're waiting in between meetings and you can't go take a real fucking job because everybody's I need you here now or I need you this, so there's a lot of downtime in between there, and I'm either at the beach or I'm driving through the hills, and that was kind of my inspirational times was either right at the beach or drive through the Hollywood Hills there. And April, she's really good on the finding where people live and researching shit on the internet, and she found Quentin and Kevin's house for me. And that's always, even when we go back to LA today, we'll still walk through. We'll go by Kevin's place, and we'll still go drive by Quentin's place. Just fucking still. But I don't know if they know. But Jason Muse and I were pretty close for a little while.
Yeah.
During that time, the kids were real little, and we were living off of Yucca, which is Franklin. It turns into Yucca there. So we're living off of Yucca there into those Hollywood hotels, trying to make it. And we were going trick-or-treating, and we went down Hollywood Boulevard, and there were really any place to trick-or-treat. And so we went up into the neighborhood there, and it was like a lot of apartments and stuff. There wasn't really any houses there. But right off of Outpost, there was all those houses in the neighborhood. So we started walking up there, and there was like big candy bars and bowls and stuff. They was just laying out there. They weren't really expecting trick-or-treaters. So every house the kids knocked on, they got these really big,
awesome.
Yeah, stuff. And we just happened to go onto Kevin Smith's street. We didn't know it at the time, but they were having a Halloween party, and somebody pulled up, and they opened the door, and he was in there, and everybody was having the party, and we were walking up, and they just left the door open for us, like we were supposed to be there. And I like the kids were like, "Do we go trick or treat?" I'm like, I don't know what to do. So we didn't do it. We just walked on past and went on through the rest of the neighborhood. But it's like they left the door open for us to come in, and
wow.
I didn't take that opportunity. And now I've been a stalker ever since.
Yeah.
But it was just that one of those Hollywood moments,
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, you've had some crazy run-ins in Hollywood, I'm sure. What's one of the celebrity like the one you just wouldn't expect to happen that happened, man?
I have one that I really like is when I was running 3 clubs, doing the show at 3 clubs. So one of the comics, Dana Goodman, every week she would say, "Brian, can I get on the show? I got this manager coming to see me." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Damn, the manager didn't show up."
So you put on every time, it never shows up?
Well, hang on, it gets better. It gets better. So it keeps coming like 2-3 weeks in a row, right? And then so the next week I'm like, okay, so the next week she comes, boom, no manager again. Okay, I'm sitting in the booth, in the DJ booth, and I see somebody walk in, and I look at the bar, and I'm like, no way, that's Adam Sandler.
All right.
And there's only 20 people in the whole club.
Yeah.
And I go to the DJ, dude, I think that's Adam Sandler over there.
Uh-huh.
What? Yeah. And then Dana goes, wait, yeah, he came to see me. And so she had been trying to get this manager to come see her,
Uh-huh.
but she also had met Adam Sandler years and years before.
Well, no way.
Yeah, and so she had his email. So she emailed him, I'm doing this show.
So just like you would all your friends on your friends list to come to 3 clubs, I'm doing a show, come out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just like all that.
Uh-huh. But
So he's there. And he came because he was getting ready to produce the movie House Bunnies.
Okay.
So Dana does her show. So I was a little smart about this. It was my show, so I put myself up right before Dana, so he'd have to see me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I went on, and then Dana went on, and everybody had a good show, and then everybody was like mesmerized. So then a couple more comics. Adam Sandler sat through a couple more comics, and everybody at that time was just starting. So that's quite a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
To it's hard to sit through that.
Yeah. It's hard to sit through that. It's very nice of Adam Sandler to do. Yeah, for sure.
Then he gets up, and like half the audience gets up. We go outside. He's like, cool. He's like, great set, man. Shakes my hand, talking to me, funny, He casted Dana
Oh, really?
in the movie's House Bunnies.
Oh, that's awesome. So he actually came out from the email and cast her from her inviting him.
Yeah.
It was a chance meeting. She got his email.
Yeah, she did a play with her friend, okay? And that's when they met Adam Sandler.
Okay,
Like they had
so
some kind of a play going.
so
So they
he
were
saw
already
her-
doing
yeah.
stuff. So he had
Okay.
already seen it and said, oh, she's pretty talented.
Yeah, see how funny she is.
Let's go to this show. And he saw her, and then boom, she fit the character part perfect.
Well, that's awesome, man. So
Yeah, I mean, so that was like my favorite because it's like, and I loved it too because the manager never showed up.
Yeah, and he could have got 10% of that if he would have showed up a week before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He could have got paid.
Yeah, he could have.
And it goes to show that an Adam Sandler, I mean, does he really have to at this point?
Go look at but he did.
Oh, yeah, and that's why he's on the top.
Yep. Dude, did you see the last movie he just did?
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. But I hear some good things about that. Righteous Gems, right?
Yeah, I gotta see that. But
no, Righteous Gemstones is what I'm trying to mix it up with, but something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
But yeah, it's
Is
something.
that out on theaters or just Netflix?
It's theaters. So
Oh, good.
he did all those Netflix films, but this one went to theater.
Oh, cool. I want to see that.
Yeah. So I'm curious how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I want to see that.
How's that waffle?
This thing's great, man.
What is it? Doughy inside? It looks kind of doughy inside.
Mhm.
So it's got like a crisp outer shell.
Yeah, and it's got some.
Is it like peanut butter inside, or no? Is it
It's
just soft?
syrup.
Oh, it's syrup. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like a McGriddle.
Yeah, you need to go have a stroop waffle. I went to Netherlands, and that's the best thing ever.
Do I have to go to Netherlands for it?
No, I think they have. Well, for the real ones.
How
but
were the women in the Netherlands?
They were good.
You-
I
were
mean,
they-
I didn't really see that many.
No?
Like
They
but they were hot. No, actually,
tall
they were.
blonde.
They were, dude.
Yeah.
They were tall blondes, dude.
Yeah, I get that Dutch feel that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but what did you do over there?
I was hanging with my friend Ishmael, and we were finishing the documentary on about the wrestling tournament I did last year.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so we're just hanging and finishing that up.
So how does that tie in to the documentary about the wrestling in Ohio?
That is.
So the Netherlands is in Ohio?
No, my friend that made the documentary lives in Netherlands.
Oh, so you got to go back up there while he edited it.
Yeah, I worked with him a little bit on that.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, I
All right.
put him the voiceovers as I'd watch, and
Okay, so he did it at his place, and you went out there.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
cool.
That was great, man.
What's his place like? Is it similar to American Homes, or is it?
There's different. The bathrooms have like 2 places where you flush.
So like a number 1 flush and number 2 flush,
Yeah.
like a high flow, low flow type thing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we kind of have that sometimes, but not. I mean, that might just be a featured one. You know,
No, every bathroom had it.
every bathroom has the
Mhm.
high low.
Mm-hmm.
So you get number 1, number 2 flush. So
Yeah.
the water conservative.
Yeah. They're not. The houses are the houses. What's the houses? Other than that, I mean, it was pretty much the same. People's houses are
Decor,
people's
anything.
houses.
It wasn't like going to Japan and all the stuff's on the floor.
Mm, no, it was like
nothing like that,
Mhm.
right? So the Netherlands is pretty American style.
yeah, they're
Is it
I
like
think-
1980s America? Like they have like square TVs and like old Russia?
Yeah.
Is it anything like that, or
No, they're pretty. I'd say they're pretty caught up on things.
All right.
Yeah, they're like right there.
what kind of cars?
They all have those Volvo.
Okay, so it's
You know.
like German style.
German style.
BMWs, Mercedes, Volvo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that. And then but the people, I just don't. I think Americans, we're just rowdier and kind of ruder group of people
So
all
they're
around.
nicer, more welcoming.
Not well. I would just say they're like but well, we're welcoming here too. The hospitality and everything. So
Sure.
it's not necessarily more. It's like that they're just like, I when I was at the bus stop, I'm watching people there.
Uh-huh.
And this is just going from the one area I was at, but Americans get off the bus stop, right? We talking shit and this and that,
Yeah.
and they're just more like calm, like
To themselves.
Yeah, and I
in
felt
their
like
thought?
like when I would.
Well, their language just sounds fucking weird. It's like, you can't really.
Well, it's weird to us. Maybe it's not weird to them.
well, they want
Yeah.
to hear that all day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can't have that all day. So
Yeah.
you got to keep that shit in your head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that accurate? Was it kind of like a high syllable type?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I'm so bad. Like when people talk in their other language, I can't even
You know.
I'm just lost. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm struggling with English myself.
Yeah, it's not easy. But but the people out there were so tall, dude. They were tall.
All of them
Yeah, like I was like, why aren't you guys good at basketball?
because they're white.
Yeah, well,
It's,
they should at least
Water polo.
I mean, I'm not saying they need to be able to compete with America, but
water polo because they can touch the
yes,
bottom.
and just throw it.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
The Netherlands should dominate in water
Yeah.
polo. That's what we should see.
So
That's a good white sport.
yeah, man. So other than that, dude, I mean, that's about it, man. I mean, glad 2020's here, man.
Yeah, you excited? What's to come? Huh? So where are you playing out in Miami? When's that coming up?
Well, I'm still working. I think it's going to be the 22nd, 23rd.
You just bought the plane ticket.
Yeah, 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
You're still working out? You bought the plane ticket?
I'm
Is it refundable?
I'm still like, yeah, I did just buy the ticket, man. Like literally 5 minutes ago, so I'm still.
Well, we've
but
been
I'm
on
still
air for
working.
40, so
Huh?
this hour you bought the tickets. But yeah.
Yes, I got that. So I'm going to Miami.
What club is that going to be?
Miami Improv.
Miami Improv. So you're
And
still doing the improvs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Is it the same booking manager for all of them, or is it?
They have different for each clubs. They have different.
Is it
people.
hard? Is it hard to work? Is it hard to get in with each one? Like you do the Hollywood Improv all the time.
Yeah.
Can you call Miami and say, "Yo, I'm gonna be in town. I do the Hollywood Improv all the time. Can you put me on the set?" Or is it like, who's this guy? What we got? Is it?
Yeah, you have to send them stuff and get booked, because, I mean, it's good, the resume of having played another club, but they still book their shows out, and they, they got a business that they're following model. And
You have to fit their club.
Yeah, and there's so many comics, dude, that they can't really accommodate to everybody.
Is Miami tough? Is there a pretty good local crowd there?
Yeah, I was there last year, and it was good. It was a little bit of a pause for me though. I had to pause like a second or two longer than normal. Like,
Oh yeah, let them sink in.
mm-hmm.
It's a little slower in the South, huh?
I shouldn't say that.
You
It
gotta
just
let
for whatever
it
reason.
roll out. You can't talk fast. You
Well,
gotta-
not really talk fast. After the punch, just 1 second.
Uh,
Wait, just a second.
so do sitcom timing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait for the crowd. Are there any good local comics there? Like Arizona has like Frank Caliendo here is like his home. Like who's the home comic in Miami?
I'm not for sure, but I know they got a lot of killers. Yeah. I mean, I
trying
don't know
to-
who the big famous one that came out of there is, but I know that there was. I mean, I know that Brett Ernst. I think that he grew up out there.
Is he out there all the time?
Yeah, he goes out there. He's a killer, man, and but they got a bunch of great comics out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just the scene to be at, especially right now this weather. So people are probably competing for that spot. I'm sure.
Yeah.
to take you out in November or January 22nd. You said
22nd, 23rd, 24th.
right on, man.
Yeah, and then but this January 20th, I'm at the Hollywood Improv.
So 2 days
Wait a
before.
minute, hang on. January 20th, I'm at the Hollywood Improv. 21, 22, 23, I'm in Miami.
Okay.
And then on January 28, 29, and 30, I'm in Naples, Florida.
Oh, so you're going from Miami to Naples. Are you flying out of Naples or are you flying out of Miami?
Miami.
So you got to go back up.
Yeah, I gotta go back up there.
or down there,
Or
whichever.
whatever it
yeah.
is. I don't know,
I think
man.
it's down. Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one.
So you gonna rent a car when you're down there too, or
I'll probably have to at some
Yeah.
point. I don't know. I'm
What-
gonna figure it out.
what's
Maybe
the
I can
Uber
make friends
from?
with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have to hit up a couple of my friends out there and see if I can get some help.
Any SwineTime fans out there
Yeah,
in
man.
Miami going to Naples on
Yeah.
the 25th, 24th, 25th?
Yeah, well, that I got to ride to. I got to ride to my. I got to ride
So you
to.
gotta go
yeah,
back.
Yeah, it's just getting to Miami every day from my sister's place
Ah.
because her car's not in a good spot right now or something like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know. But and she probably doesn't want me driving her car around all the time
Yeah.
while she has to go to a job.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have a job, but it's
It's 1 hour a night.
yeah, it's 1 hour a night. Yeah.
It's not really fair to the sister who's
Yeah.
putting you up in her house.
Yeah.
I gotcha. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Well, that's cool. But so you'll be in Miami. You'll be visiting the sister. Go up to Naples. Is that what you said? Do a couple shows.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
come back.
3 more shows.
you got anything lined up for LA when you get back?
So then I'll be back in February, and then right away I got the Brea Improv on February 5th.
Okay, so you're back to work.
Yeah,
So do you keep it scheduled out pretty far like that, like a month ahead?
if I can, I do.
Yeah.
It's just better because you can start figuring stuff out ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know, I know that in like March I got El Paso, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad that I like getting booked like 3 months out at a time.
Yeah. So you book around that. Do you start looking at other clubs in the area?
Yeah,
Try doing like
then
a whole
you-
Texas run.
Yeah, you can figure out things like. Actually, so this gig here that I did this week that ended up being all in Phoenix, it started because I was gonna do another run of gigs that were on. This was on the way to, but I'm gonna switch those until August
Okay.
because when I saw that Mike was headlining the next 3 nights, and I thought, oh, dude, I can feature there. Why go and do the gig and burn that one for New Mexico when I save that for later when it makes more sense?
Okay.
You know,
So that's always available. Or for now.
for now, yeah,
Yeah.
like so I can come back and do that one because it would have been just financially and everything, it would have been not as smart, and it'd be a lot harder to drive, right?
Yeah. Plus it's a whole other state.
It's
You
a
have
whole
to-
nother
yeah.
state, and I'm here, and I can get these 3 gigs that are only going to come around right now
Yeah.
this year. You know,
You can leave tonight and be in LA tonight.
yeah,
Not gonna happen in New Mexico.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I had to do that, but it worked out because then August 12th and 13th, I'm going to be having a gig in New Mexico, and the 13th is my birthday, and I always love doing a gig on my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the next day I'm gonna go to Grand Canyon.
Okay.
So, I got that planned out way ahead of time.
Right on, man.
You know.
What are you gonna do with the Grand Canyon? You gonna hike down there? You gonna do the Donkey Trail? What are you gonna do?
Oh, I've never done the Donkey Trail. I don't know. I'll probably get there and just hike, dude.
I went and
That's what
saw the
like
big
to do.
hole, but I haven't went down in it yet.
My friend Ishmael and I, we went down pretty far, but I don't know how far we went, but we went pretty. Like half of a day we walked down and half of the day we walked up.
So how'd you get hooked up with Ishmael from the Netherlands?
We met in an acting class
Okay.
that I kind of got kicked out of.
You got kicked out of it?
Yeah, but it was you know what? It was like I didn't like the acting class, but it was a good investment of money because I made such a great friend. You know what I mean? So so that was pretty cool. And so yeah, we met in an acting class and did a couple short films, and they were great.
Why'd you get kicked out of acting class, man?
Well, I
tell us the deal.
Well-
who were you hitting on?
Well, no, that's the thing. There was nobody to hit on, so I got bored and couldn't focus.
It was a sausage fest at acting class.
yeah.
Huh? it was like Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly. It was, dude, because I was working at the time, right? I was doing extra jobs and
Okay.
stand-in jobs, as I often do, and so they were always on me about having to miss class, and I said, look, I'm gonna have to miss class
To go act.
to go to go make money. It's not like this is gonna be, and it was just like a back and forth and a couple, and it was the style of a class where it's like. I like the Meisner technique, but this one was over the top. It's like where they say, your shirt is blue. And then you repeat, my shirt is blue.
Okay.
I said,
Have you seen Barry?
no, I need to see that. They do
you
that
should.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Fonz, Henry Winkler
Yeah.
is the acting coach. Gene
hilarious.
Parcell or whatever, and it's kind of funny because Barry he's getting lucked into acting gigs, and Gene is the acting coach who's out there auditioning for these gigs, who's not getting them, and it's kind of like a sad story. But Barry, who's kind of fallen into this, he's getting these opportunities come to him, and it's kind of pissing him off.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's his teacher. He's trying to tell him, hey, this is what you gotta do, and the motherfucker's just getting lucky over and over.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of shows you that's kind of what Hollywood is too.
Yeah.
A lot of luck, and then no matter how hard what you do, there's always that chance that Adam Sandler's just gonna go, hey, I had you in mind already, or walk in and do the thing. Has that chance meeting, that one opportunity, that email address, that one time I'm going to be at the spot.
Yeah.
So do you have a manager for your background acting?
Yeah. So that works. Actually, that's called extras management.
Okay.
And so this is
Is that like central casting, but for different types of work?
So central casting is right across the street from extras management.
Okay.
And how it works is there's a couple.
So does extras make the calls for you every day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you pay them a little extra.
You pay them like $80 a month.
Okay.
And they get the jobs for you.
Okay. Yeah. So when I went to LA, I did the central casting. I stood in the whole fucking line, did the $25 thing. And I came out. The Scientologist guy was like, "Hey, we can make you famous." I'm like, "Hold on, bro. Just got here." And he still took my name and my number and got me on the list.
Uh-huh.
But right across from there was the where they make the phone calls and all that stuff. So I didn't have the $80 to do that. So, but you invested in that.
It's so worth it.
Because
that is time I don't have to take away from my writing to look for a job.
Right, because that's what I would have to do. I'd call in every morning and find these gigs.
It'd be worth the $80. It'd be worth it to get the $80. Give them the money. Let them do the work because they have more connections than you, anyways.
Yeah. And that's who people are calling for the jobs.
Yeah, so they're calling them.
It's like a staffing company.
Yeah.
And you still have to be do you still have to register through Central on top of that?
Yes, you have to register Central, and there's a couple other casting people that you should register with
because they all go through that management.
Rich King Casting, and they have their own jobs too.
Okay, so Rich King, I've seen them.
He's really big, and there's a lot of different ones, and so you just kind of register with many as you can, and and then register. I just kind of went and registered everywhere I could.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, $20, $25, blah, blah, as long as it seemed pretty much like legit. And I heard, boom. And the great thing is once you get, Central Casting is the best place to start because they have the most jobs. And it's but once you get going, then you get on the set with the other extras and stuff. And you ask them, hey, where do I get a job? And how do I do this and this and that? And then, I loved it, man. I made so many friends and met so many people.
Yeah. No, background acting is the best. I really like it.
Yeah.
You don't work that much.
Yeah.
You're really, especially with background and doing stand-in stuff.
Yeah.
You're down. It's mostly downtime.
You can read, you can write. That's what I love about it.
Well,
if I can.
I just hung out, smoked weed, and ate craft services because they have this big tent. And I don't know if you're really supposed to hang out there that much, but they weren't discouraging it too much.
It depends what job you're working on.
Yeah, I was an Iron Man too.
So they didn't care.
Yeah. There was a lot of us.
They didn't care
out.
on Iron Man too. They had a big budget to feed you. Let you be happy.
That was a good time. But we done a couple things. But like on we used to do like the NBC or the ABC studios and do like the just the variety shows. Like one was like Won a Bet and things like just like different like TV shows that because it was during the writer strike, so they weren't having any scripted shows.
Oh man!
So they had to have all these reality shows, and they had to have audience for them for the reactions because they sucked anyway. So you had to have a lot of like reactions. So April and I we did a lot of the background stuff, but we caught one of the shows one time, and literally they used one episode, one take of us, one episode. We had the same clothes on in every episode, and we were there every fucking time, different clothes for everything. But they used the one take every episode. It was really weird. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just so I don't know what because they paid us for every episode. We changed clothes every fucking time, but the editors
got paid for each one.
Well, yeah. Here's the great thing about that stuff. It was called standing room only.
Oh, I've heard of that.
They paid you cash that day.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
But they were really shady. Let me start with this. They were really shady. They would have a handful of cash, and some people would get this much, and some people would get this much, and they had a separate pile for themselves. And if you were new, you didn't get as much as the other people, and they took it off the top. And sometimes April, like they're like, oh, you can come back by the office and we'll pay you the next day. And sometimes it didn't happen. But April fought them one time for like, no, I need my fucking money now. And they paid her, but other people didn't get paid on these jobs. But here's the thing about standing room only. So if you got casted for like Carson Daly or Chelsea Handler, and they had a tour come through there and they filled up the seats, you were already casted. You already got paid. So you still get paid for that day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you don't have to be there at all. So all you have to do is show up, get paid $80, and go the fuck home. So just because you made a phone call to a phone number. Like, that was a Craigslist phone number I called.
Wow, that's a good gig.
I walked up, I stood outside, they gave me $80 cash and told me to go the fuck home.
Wow.
Yeah. So those were some of the Hollywood, like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It can happen. Like, we're, like, not that that's $80 change your life, but it's helpful, right?
No, yeah,
It's
especially when you don't have to work.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah. But we were in an age bracket at that time that they were looking for
Yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah. Now I don't think we can do that so much now.
They still
Different
need people.
shows,
Yeah,
yeah.
different shows.
The
They still
doctors.
need yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, all
Well,
right,
cool,
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you trying to cut us off?
Well, what we at, dude?
It's your show, man.
I know it's my show. I'm
It's-
just trying to think.
It's an hour.
And we've been at an hour. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, man. I feel like it's time to wrap it up, man.
Well,
because
This has been Swine Time with Brian Swineheart.
yeah,
Toking today with Chado.
yeah, man. Thank
We
you guys
combine
for
forces.
yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. And dude, I'm done with that cleanse. I have some kind of other crazy mission next.
What he's waiting to do is peel this orange, and he doesn't want to show how weak he is after those 50 push-ups on peeling the
cool.
orange.
Oh,
Break the
okay.
sweat
Yeah.
on camera here. So we'll cut it off, and you can we'll get you a knife so you can eat your orange, man.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. Thank
All
you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Bye now.